Good, YouTube. Look, I'm gonna make this video super quick, but I'm gonna give y'all the lowdown of what I think. Don't take it as gospel, yada yada yada. I was thinking, bro, why was I born in this day and age? I was born in the year 2000. Y'all were all probably born in the late 20th century, early 21st century. Started the internet. Everything was documented. Our whole lives were documented, right? We were born into the system. So I had to really think, okay, I was born here. For contrast, I'm gonna really think, what if I was born in the earliest stages of Earth? Caveman, right? Sticks and stones. Really put myself in that position, right? In the mind frame of someone in this time, in this meridian of time. Bro, you know what I realized? They relied heavily on their intuition. What they knew as truth, they knew for sure as truth. Nobody just told them. And if they did, then they told them or maybe showed them that it was true. Right? Because you got to understand, nowadays we are born and we just get information and knowledge shoved in our faces, shoved down our throats. In school, in wherever, you get information shoved down your throat and you take it as truth. That's your basis of truth. That things coming from the mouth of another man or on a sheet of paper or on the phone is true. What you see on TV is true. That's how you've been conditioned to think. Right? So naturally, yeah, you look on social media and somebody's talking, smack about you or hating on you, negative comments, negative energy. You take it as truth. Or you take that there is some truth involved in what they're saying because it came out of the mouth of another man. That's how you've been conditioned. Conditioned to think. They condition us to think. It's brainwashing. It's literal brainwashing. You have to understand that back in the day, they had intuition to know what was true, to feel what was true. That's been blocked off with a lot of people, a majority of people, nearly all people. No one has that gut feeling. You have to understand, you have a gut feeling that you should do something. People trust other people more than they trust themselves. Really, they do. They're sheep. They're blindly walking. You have a feeling you should do something, but you see the masses do something else, you'll follow the masses. I would hope you wouldn't, but 99.9% of people would follow the masses. They would ignore that gut feeling, right? Because they're just not accustomed to intuitive thinking, bro. They're not. And it's not logical. It's not conscious reasoning. It's not rational. I said this before, the most irrational, right? Truths or whatever, bro, they have no rational explanation. How are you going to explain God? How can you explain the universe? Why do we think as humans, oh, we know the universe, right? We know how it was made, yada, yada, yada. Really? You know how it was made? Why don't you make another one? Isn't the universe infinite? How do you even know it started at a certain point? Like, bro, why do we try to explain so much stuff? It's never okay for us humans to be like, we have no idea. Honestly, it's just otherworldly. Something happened here. We have no idea. Nah, we always have some explanation for it. Right? Some sort of explanation, and then we just all take it as truth. Oh, yeah, that's true. What makes that person smarter than you? Come on, bro. You're just going to take it as truth? We have no intuitive thinking. Babies have intuitive thinking. They don't care what other people think. They're not influenced by other people's opinions. They're not, like, a baby figures stuff out on its own. On its own, and it has to. Because you have to understand that that's real, like, knowledge, and that's real, like, growth is from failing and learning from it. Or learning it and knowing it to be true for yourself. That's real growth. Not just getting it shoved in your face and accepting it at face value. But we've been conditioned to think a certain way, man. And it's sad. It's really sad. I really feel like we're getting dumber. We're getting dumber. We don't have that piece of us inside. We don't have that ability to actually know knowledge to be true from within. Everyone needs rational or logical explanations. And then you're out here trying to do, bro, they all care about the external image of you. Everyone just cares about external. You have to understand that. You could be hella depressed, right? Hella anxious, but you have thousands of followers and you're gonna go and take pictures of you smiling. And you're gonna force that smile. And it's gonna be so genuine, or you're gonna make it look so genuine that people believe it. And you're feeding off those comments. You're living up to an expectation that's over you. I said this before, you will never conquer or achieve what you put over you. And you're putting a version of yourself over yourself. How crazy is that? You're putting a version of yourself over yourself, so you'll never achieve a version of yourself. That is ridiculous. So yeah, naturally you are anxious, you are depressed, because you're living under yourself. That's crazy. And you did it to yourself. Like, come on, man.